questionable. This explosion led to a congregation of 15 craft beer breweries in Ho Chi Minh City in August 2017. When talking about the growth of the craft beer culture here in Vietnam, there's no better indication than the festivals here, and right now we're at the Saigon Beer Festival, which is very awesome, and it is also a great opportunity that the PSBC crew will certainly not miss out. So let's find out what's exciting about.
Friendly. Everyone in the craft beer scene knows each other pretty well, and so everybody helps each other out and wants to get involved in knowing what's going on in the other breweries, and so we all hang out and try each other's beer and support each other, and it's fun. It's just a really good time.
The strong domestic demand for craft beer allowed these craft beer producers like Pastor Street to upscale production and expand. Now that you've learned about the inspiration behind the brand PSBC, as well as how far they've gone in their conquest of the drinking culture around the world, you may wonder what the story behind it is, how they all started and all that stuff. This is exactly why we are down here, back to their roots, at the headquarters of PSBC. So what are you waiting for? Okay, so now that you guys have grown into like a big corporation, you're exporting to many countries, CNN came all over here to feature you guys. But how did it all start for you guys here?
So it was a very tight-knit crew at the beginning of Alex doing most of the brewing and most of the kegging, and then John doing most of the back-end work, and then we had a bartender and a server or two. And as of right now, I think we just hit our 60th employee last week. So we have definitely, over the last 2.5 years, grown exponentially. It's been awesome.
When you first started it all, did you think that it would grow into something like this, or did you just want to do something fun?
Obviously, the dream was there for us to be the largest, most well-known Vietnamese craft brewery. We are able to use fresh juice, fresh spice, fresh everything. We are buying directly from a farmer, taking it, getting it juiced directly for us, and then putting it right into our beer. Using these kind of ingredients in the US would be very expensive, or you would be using an extract, which extract changes the flavor of that beer. Having that natural fruit juice in there really makes it some of the best in the world.
I know these are some of the most passionate, hardworking farmers you can find. That's why we teamed up with Brew, is because they only work with the best there is. One of the big deals we partners with them is so we could source the best ingredients that Vietnam has to provide. Would you care to meet one of our local farmers?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it. Vậy thì chú ơi, những cái công ty như kiểu là công ty bia PSBC này cũng như là Maru thì họ đã đạt được những cái giải quốc tế từ những cái hạt cacao mà từ những nông trại mà giống như nông trại của chú tại Việt Nam ở đây. Thì chú cảm thấy ra sao về điều này hả chú?
Chú thì thích làm cacao chất lượng và mình trồng theo cái quy trình là đạt cái chuẩn mà nó không cho nó an toàn về vệ sinh thực phẩm mình đó. Đó, thành ra là chú thích bán này cho Maru, vì Maru là mua hàng chất lượng cao. Mình làm phải được đạt như vậy, và đồng thời những công ty làm vậy chú rất phấn khởi, rất mừng để người nông dân mình được trồng nhiều và chăm sóc tốt hơn nữa.
Vietnam's unique ingredients allow expat producers to provide distinct and edgy products. Using Vietnamese cacao, Pulsar Street managed to win a gold medal at the 2016 World Beer Cup for the Imperial Chocolate Stout. After all that, I'm sure both you and I have a lot of questions about the secrets behind these delicious bottles of PSBC beers. That's why Bran has sent me all the way here to meet the brewmaster Dave and learn about all the real magic. And here we are at the source, at the factory, a beer factory of PSBC. So, all your answers lie right there behind that door, and let's go in. Dave, how you doing, man?
How's it going, Michael?
Excited, because it's my first time at a beer factory.
Welcome. So this is where we start our process. After we come up with a recipe and some idea of what kind of beer we want to make, we organize a grain bill depending on, how dark the beer needs to be, how light it is, how sweet it is, how much coffee, caramel, whatever flavors we're looking to get can be derived from malt. So in order to get that exposed, what we need to do is mill it. So we take it over here, pour it right in. This is an ideal crush. What we're looking to achieve is we want to maintain those husks in as good condition as possible, but we want to make sure that all of the innards, all of those starches on the inside can get exposed. So, welcome to the brew house.
Wow, these things look funky. What are they for?
So like I was saying, the first step is getting that crushed grain at the right temperature. So the first thing we're going to do is put it into the mash tun. So once that is done and we mix it with the water, if it's at the right temperature, the natural enzymes are going to convert all of those starches, or at least most of them, into sugars. So that's the main bulk of the brewing process, is mashing. Making sure we're hitting that and we're getting the consistency and temperature that we need. So as soon as that happens, we give that roughly 45 minutes to an hour of rest time.